a rightful position in the municipality. Appreciate your prompt response to our call to on such a short notice. We are going to talk about Kwadaso constituency polling station executive election and other matters that are affecting the fortunes of our party in the next election, if not kept. Our party is a democratic party where members have the right to choose their leaders through transparent, fair, and free election. We are not practicing a monarchical type of party system where the right to rule is passed through dynasty or not through election. Our party's constitution is very clear on how to go about election in electing polling station executive. Article 5, 2C of our party constitution states, and I quote, "In polling station executive election, all card-bearing and pay-up members in good standing in a polling station area shall vote," unquote. Above constitutional provision was affirmed by a communique issued by NEC through our General Secretary and subsequent formation of election committee and not selection committee. Our friends from the media, when Honorable Gifty Ohini Kunadu was appointed the regional rep for Kwadaso constituency polling station executive election, there was a misreaction about whether she will be fair and not because she is a close associate with Dr. Kingsley Nyakun. But we were of positive view that she will be fair because as a seasoned politician and a researcher and someone who holds master's degree in gender, peace, and security knows that transparent, free, and fair election is the only guarantee for peace in any election. At age 64, we thought she wouldn't do someone's bidding to destroy her well-earned reputation and chances of the party breaking it to consolidate the gains made so far. But happening from the scheduled date of the beginning of the process has made us believe that she is not doing the work as per her engagement. There were clearly laid down rules and timetable for the election. The process was supposed to have ended today, but as we speak to you, we are in a state of confusion because the leader who is supposed to lead us is herself in confusion state. Day one to date, Honorable Gifty Ohini Kunadu is not providing the leadership expected of her. On the day of nomination, the party office was locked without any information to anyone in the constituency. Prospective aspirants who knew there was a clear calculated plan to deny them the chance of picking the nomination forms has to chase the constituency chairman, Mr. Bonne Bwedi, to the police station before they were able to pick forms to contest. On the second day of nomination, which was Sunday, 20th February, Honorable Gifty Ohini Kunadu eventually came to the office as late as 11 a.m. only to share some few nomination forms and left the office because her favorite, Dr. Kingsley Nyakun, was given some of the forms to be shared to his supporters. And therefore, if she, Honorable Ohini Kunadu, stay in the office, the perceived opponents of Dr. Kingsley Nyakun will get access to the form. And therefore, she needs to leave early so that they will not get access to the form. When she was to meet the electoral area coordinators in the constituency, she picked and chose those perceived to be aligned to the current MP, Dr. Kingsley Nyakun, and left the rest, majority of them, and left them out of this meeting. But as we stand here, we are not on any one side. We are on the side of the party. We believe in the principle and tenets of the party, and therefore want to work so that the trust the Ghanaian people have on us will be restored, so that when 2024 comes, they will renew our mandate for us to consolidate on the gains made so far. The period of receiving the nomination form has elapsed, but report reaching us suggests that the forms are still being given out. Some feel and the same received by the committee, who will not receive any form from any other person who is out of the contents with Dr. Kingsley Nyakun. Since most of the nomination forms were taken by people perceived to be in different camps, they wanted to disqualify them through 419 vetting. Why am I calling the vetting 419? How can you vet somebody who is before you without looking at the form of the person you are vetting? The person just walk in that I want this form. You don't even look at whether the person duly pick a nomination form, but you take the person's seat before you, you ask the names of the person and ask the person to go. What kind of vetting is this? But this is what Honorable Gifty Ohene Kunadu and her committee did. Dr. Kingsley Nyakun's supporters did not attend the vetting process, but they are not being disqualified. But rather, Honorable Gifty Ohene Kunadu and his committee are now trying to disqualify people who pick form and attended the vetting process, which is unacceptable. And we will not sit down for that thing to happen. Because when it happens, it will thwart our effort of breaking the 8 to consolidate the gains made so far. If Honorable Gifty Ohene Kunadu led committee unduly disqualify anyone, then they will have the good people of Kwadaso to contend with. Because we will not allow anyone to place a dagger at the throat of democracy. The media, as the General Secretary of the party rightly said, don't disqualify anyone. Let every member of the party who pick a nomination form and returns him be given the same chance to contest. If they lose, they know they contested and lose. But when you unduly disqualify them, then you are making the party unpopular, and that will thwart our effort of breaking the 8 to consolidate the gains made so far. Anything short of allowing everybody to contest fairly will be fiercely resisted through any legal means available to us. Anybody who will want to prevent anybody from contesting fairly will be duly and fiercely resisted through any legal means available to us. Looking at what happened before 2020 election and the results just thereafter, it is surprising that any loyal party member with the right intention for the party will want to take the same path that leads us to a current situation where an opposition party member is now the speaker of a parliament we claim to be a majority controllers. We are therefore surprised to hear that Honorable Gifty Ohene Kunadu, a seasoned politician, someone who holds master's degree in gender peace and security, and some few self-centered executives led by our current MP, Dr. Kingsley Nyakun, would rather want to be advocating for selecting people rather than allowing people to fairly contest. And if they lose, they knew they were given the chance by the laws, so that together we can hold our hands and fight for 2024. We, the concerned party members in Kwadaso, who thinks about the welfare of the party and wants nothing but the good of the party, for the trust of the people who have bestowed in us, as Ghanaian people always prefer us over any other party, because they know when management of the economy is given to us, we perform extremely better than any other party, and we cannot betray them. A party that was established on democratic principle, believes and practice democracy, should not have election committee which is practicing dictatorship and sustain democratic deterioration in internal politics. In exercise of our democratic rights as a party members, and who wants the future of the party to be greater and greater than how our founding fathers saw, we are now today calling on our national executives, the regional executive, and anybody who matters in the party, that when they sit on concern and think that it is only the people of Kwadaso who have their problem and therefore they should solve it, in nutshell, it will affect the greater good of the party. My mom told me in our local language, which I quote, he said, in translating, he said, when two dogs are fighting and you say you don't care, they will pour your soup. The time that you finish pounding the fufu, they'll pour it. So when problems are in Kwadaso, and you sit in Accra, you sit in regional, and you say you don't care, you allow some selfish people to destroy it, and you say you don't care. At the end of 2024, the time that you will realize the V8 that you are driving, it will be in a different person's hand. And that is what we don't want. But our stakeholders in this election and the proud party members who want the party to break the 8 to consolidate the gains made so far, we are informing Honorable Gifty Ohene Kunadu and her committee that any attempt to circumvent the process to disadvantage anyone will be fiercely resisted through legal any available means, because we will not allow anyone to destroy our chances of winning 2024 general election. If Honorable Gifty Ohene Kunadu cannot use her experience and acquire master's degree in gender peace and security to effectively manage this polling station executive election, then she has no business doing in the constituency. She needs to leave for the competent person to come and take over. We will not allow Honorable Gifty Ohene Kunadu to connive with Dr. Kingsley Nyakun to circumvent the will of the good people of Kwadaso, because breaking the 8 is their collective responsibility, which starts from now. We are therefore demanding this following. 1, either Honorable Gifty Ohene Kunadu will be fair arbiter, or she resigned for somebody who can do the job competently to come and take it over. Because we will not allow her to place a dagger at the throat of democracy. We are also demanding that a clear timetable for the conduct of elections should be given, at least 2 working days, so that we will not sleep at the night they will announce that election will be going on at 4 o'clock. We are not a criminal party. We are a party that believes in democracy, and we were founded, our founded fathers built our party on democracy, and therefore we in the party should also practice the same thing. We are also demanding that elections should be conducted in all polling stations. No one should be given advantage over the other. We are all NPP members. We are all party members who duly contributed their quota, and we are in power today. So why will you give some people advantage over others? When you do that, you are threatening our effort of breaking the 8 to consolidate the gains. And if we lose power, the people of Ghana will not forgive us, because we have betrayed their trust. We are also telling Regina to also come and be an observer. National should also be an observer in our election, because the arbiter who came cannot be trusted. She has taken a side, and if an arbiter takes a side, she cannot be a free arbiter. And when that situation prevails, there will be anarchy in the constituency. And when that happens, it will not be good for the party. That is why we are saying that no, National should come and be a referee. They should come and observe. We are also saying that filling and receiving of nomination form should be ceased immediately, because we cannot have an endless process. Information reaching us suggests that 1,300 forms were collected by the committee. So any unduly advantage they want to take some of the form behind back door will be fiercely resisted. And we are telling them, we know every member who attended vetting. We were here for the 3 days, and we know all the members who came. So if anyone who did not attend vetting will be passed behind the door to come to disqualify somebody who was law-abided and avail himself of vetting, we will have the people of Kwadaso to contend with, because we will not allow anyone to destroy our chances of breaking the 8. We are also saying that on the day of voting, there should be a collation sheet, a sheet that should contain the signatory of aspirants, their agents, and national observer who will also sign to authenticate that at the election, these were the people who won at the polling station, and they will serve as our collation sheet, so that in case of entering the data into the database, when somebody tamper with it, we can fall on the hard copy to authenticate what is there. These measures will help the party to preserve and present a united front to fight the enemy who want to come and take power to destroy the economy. And that is our friends in NDC. We shouldn't allow that to happen. And that is why we, the concerned patriotic members, are saying that don't let us allow that to happen. We are also demanding that in inputting the results into the computer system, agents of candidates who contested should have an agent to watch, so that they will be sure that whatever is being inputted is the right thing that was captured on the hard copy. Anything short of this will be a recipe of disaster and complete anarchy in the constituency, which we don't want. We are for peace. We are for the party. As we said, we don't support anyone. We support the party. And we will fight to defend, to protect our constitution. We will fall on our national anthem that demand us to do everything according to our will to protect. That is what we are doing. We are not looking at what the benefits that we will get here. We are looking at the greater good of our people. My children are benefiting from free SHS. My siblings are benefiting. They will not call me, come and pay my school fees. These are the policies we want to continue so that we can implement. But if we allow selfish people, we are surprised that Dr. Kingsley Nyakun, who is in parliament and know the current situation of what we are going through, why then will you want to interfere in processes to further divide the party? We want National to take caution about what is happening. If they don't act now, it will be too late when we get to 2024. And that is what we don't want. We thank you so much for honoring our invitation. God bless you and keep us united. Near Mekaya, me born a tofa ewo I can Casamoa. Nan near Mekan Yinani say, Yanina ni memra ye woman. Nanka and Shishayamono and Nana say a dear you may dear Yina yedi to Abba, a yin penny for my polling station, Swamayano, and Kana and a dear baby ye. Now so Emra Minimu can say, yeah, I walk Kwadaso dear Yanim baby I echo. If you send near Odi and Nima Nanka, so dear Copo Shasa, no, or no qua would baby or dear Nam. Ne senti and then who here say, Yena, your do party, na party, ni Dayakuma sono, Yakaya Hobomo, Neman Penny 40, because ye say, Sir, and Kramai Miano air Konasi and Fawwa. And Kramai Miano Konom say and Fawwa, maybe you won't go. And Tina, as I say, ye be sorry. Ye party no a party a di Kamabiman Kabi. Amamu ejitumu enti emra so say ye mpanyinefo a ye bie kwan ema obi biara fakrata no sinsan no ye bibia emra duru so a ye jai ema obi biara wo ye party ba etu ye sampanyinefo no na mmom ye die no a ye duru ye no omo ye ya maami gifti ohene kunadu say enko ombedi ye nimo maami ba ye no omo ye ya maami no na nipa bebre omo dwen omo na kakra say maami ontime nya referee papa. If you say na binimu si or Nick Dr. Kingsley Nyakun ewo eyonkofa bi enam baby ana oye ejuma nanso ye mu bi de a na yesua bibia fa maame no mu no ne ye yangidie bi woni mu se oba obetimi ye ejuma ne ye because ye maame eye nimdinfu or ye researcher or san ye obi a okura abodim kratra ewo bambo ene asundua semu nti ye yi sa ne pe se o mehwe wo so a na nim se oba behwe emma pepe yo ewiepe nanso maami beduru ye no nioma esisi no ya ma ye ni omu a omu hyase ka se maami no ontimi nye referee papa no ye ni omu ya adwin adenti ne ye kasa ye bie se ye obi ambefa form a party ni bie ye no ye ba party office no mato door no nyina mo omu ye ho maami no ne ye ti ye ne se ye si maami no se wo ye SDA ni o ye ntimi mini dade onye adwuma enti omu local party office party ma ehunu se so man to anamo a empanyinefo person omo fa kwan bi so esi omo kwan enti omo chesi MP omo chesi ye chairman e ma ne ko police station so no omo nsaka bi chairman bona be chewi ade chin ye maami ba ye no we yi bi dia ma Dr. Kingsley Nyakun ene ne nkrofo enti obetena party officer no hwire mienu pe wo che kakra pe no koye efise onim se wo che ha Nepa osusu se omuye Dr. Kingsley Nyakun atamfo no mo ntuma no omo benya forms no bi ento omo mpese omo benya bintu okoye omo hunu se omo nya forms no wie ye no de ben kwan no omo befa so ento omo di 419 vetting ene ba yes e di be hihye mo de enti na meka 419 ene se obi apply se me pese me ye executive of fill form ne pictures bubosu u vetting nipa na forms ni bibia enda wanim and one is any paneraho or rawa was in the deed saying, who can I have soroko? Where you vetting? Your party, I am MPP. I am before party, Yanya and your massa. Nansu, or mubo, mutrimu pose, or mupeso mudiboni, and Tinyoma air cocosono, and a ye case, or man ye, no man jai, no more case, Kwadaso for Nanya, or Mujaya, or Mudi, or Mudi Netiabego. Young Quimo, and no yempe, Yamum, near Dayakuma so say, Ghana for our Gidia Yemo, or Moon himself, Mudi, among one shay and sa, ye didn't did you, mapa, ne sentino, ye jai, Emma, a free and somewhere. Na a codia and Yanamun sa, and Yanam and this if one sa, or mess and yama, and no yempe, and tea a threat, ye maame gifty onyene kunadu owo at 64 years no se want me emwa Kwadaso ema Kwadaso entra sondwemu entu aba no yiedi a ene empanyinefo enyine mfiri ho no momfa ne pafoforo mra no mewe yenso ne yento yaba no ne ye ka ne se Dr. Kinsley Nyakun ene empanyinefo ne be ne maame si omu yiyi binum na baby dia yato aba no ye nte ase obi nye NPP ni nsin obi enti obi biara wafa form bia no omoma ne kwan na wonto onko gina bi olusu a onim se okoye na olusu ye oni obi ani asem na so yi ne fremu e bia sa ne pempo okoye a e bia okobelusu na akoye ne fremu pe oso na aye me fremu na ntokwa eba enti enya obi biara na wonko sene ye general secretary kan ye no obi anko okọ na okolusu owini a onim se wawini olusu nso a walusu na asundwie eni kroye emra ye ko 2024 na ne edi sakwa a yetimi awini enya tumi no ne eya mikakra ne se Dr. Kinsley Nyakun uwo parliament uhunu ne ekoso the way aye bre parliament aye kura majority na opposition member ene ye speaker na wonsua bibi mfirimu na wokoswa eye nuoma sei kru ye any front united front aye de be call 2024 no me di ne ho yaw eno ene ha me eno nti na me frem panyinefo se omo tenasi na oma nhwe bia meme die me namfom mo na mo TV8 ne mo se mo betena ho ama ya sei na mo V8 na kodi baby dia ene ye tojemo a na me mom die nyuma pa ye nana akofo ado dia ba na eboa free SHS eni enuoma bebre health insurance a ewu yaba be ye ambulances ye sisi schools ye nuoma no sa nuoma no na me ka se ye Ghana for ye di omu hwama a omu nyaaye enti moma ye ntutu ye nuoma yie ne ye ntimi nko enti dia ba nuoma ene ye sra free empanyinefo ho ne ye ka ne se ye maame gift kunadu on timi nya free habitat dia on resign no onko na obi obetimi ye adwuma no omra ye sign bisa se omumma ye timetable no omumfa ma ye 2 days at least ansa na da ye betu aba no ena abato no nso no ye ntu no da kro ye pe na watwe mienu na polling station bia omato mu de pepepe ye because ye pe asondwie ye sign esre se ye maame no ene ne mpanyinefo mu ka ne ho no kire se they can be free habitats enti ye frɛ na hyena se da Kwadaso ye betu yaba no omumra no mo metram no mo hwe ne ekoso se ye omu fa omu wi a no omu de omu nsa ahye ne ye nya no so ye san ka kire omu se ye di forms ye kuso adi form o mankrofo no omu mfile no omu ntwa so because ye ntimi nya sa ankosi se ye nim emra ye di close ni ba wi ye no na forms so a omu agigi 1300 anything bia ebeba be kan ho biem no ye mpene so da ye mpene so because se sa neoma ne ba enye omo nkrofo no amba vetting obinum aba vetting na so wo be yi omo afiremu obi a wamba vetting no automatically should be disqualified ono dia wo se wo mfa no nsanka no na ne odi mra no so ba vetting no wo so wo be yi omo afiremu enu na ye si ye ntena ho ma omu nya sa efise omu ya omu di say party no omu say party no nso a ye be di Ghana fo hwammo ye di Ghana fo hwammo nso a omu mfa ncheyen enti sa nuoma wei eni ne ye kika wonte ne ye ma ye to ye nsa frame se party no ye sorry na ye maame no onko no omu mfa obi mra ne obetimi ye adwuma no na waye onye true free habitat Dr. Kinsley Nyakun so no party mpanyinefo ne nkasa se man mfa ne ho mfore mu na o mechiche party ne biom na omumma yentu aba no pepe mu ye tu ne sa wi a me rehemu ne gidie se nyuma pa ye no se kro ye eba ye mu a ye be break the 8 na nyuma pa na ye no